Is your cobra hissing you off? Let's slither through it together. So Cobra, Bhujangasana is its Sanskrit name, probably the most common of back bends and kind of one of the most easily accessible. You're going to want to avoid it or play slightly differently if you're pregnant or have had any abdominal surgery. Not so good for that. But it is a lovely pose to kind of open up the chest, start to switch on the back. So we're going to start lying down. I'm not just here casually on the ground because I'm not relaxed, although I am. Let's press the hands underneath the shoulders. You can kind of play a little where you like your hands, and as we kind of move up and down through these, it might be that you bring them a little closer into the chest. It might be that you bring them right out beside your shoulders. I want you to press the hips down into the mat. Your feet could be hip width, or they could touch if that feels better for you. But wherever they are, they're gluing down to the floor, pressing them down to the floor. And then you're activating through the legs. So lifting the kneecaps as you press those feet down into the floor, press the hips down into the floor. Then press your hands and slowly roll your shoulders back and start to rise. And just find a really small cobra to start. So pressing those hips down, pressing the tops of the feet down. Maybe you're kind of all of this in your tiny little baby cobra is coming from the lower back. So you want to be able to lift the hands. You're not pressing any weight into the hands right now. So having a play with that. You almost feel like your tailbone, your bum is reaching back towards your heels. And then exhale to lower it down and kind of keep quite active while you're lowering down. Don't just release. Bring it back down, and you can make a little pillow for your head, rock your hips from side to side. And so that's always an option. If this already feels like too much, a sphinx could always be your option for a cobra instead, where you're stacking your elbows underneath your shoulders, spreading those fingertips, gripping back with your finger pads, rolling the shoulders back. So that's always another option. But coming back to the cobra, the Bhujangasana, let's strike. Let's lift up into our saucy little cobra. So pressing the fingers wide. Again, we're pressing the hips down into the earth. Press the tops of the feet down. Engage the kneecaps. Feel them lifting off the ground. And then inhale. This time we're using the arms too as we extend ourselves a little taller. Maybe keeping a bend in the elbows here, rolling the shoulders back, looking straight ahead, rolling that tailbone back towards your heels. Pressing those hips down. Yeah. Like if you're really kind of pressing the hips down, rolling that tailbone back, you could be shaking here. It's a big old stretch. Being careful on the neck. There's always the option here to kind of start to straighten the arms and send the head up, but just be so cautious on the neck. It's totally not necessary. Just stay reaching forward. Roll those shoulder blades down the back. And then as you come down, start to bend the elbows. Keep active here. Keep kind of pressing down, using the back as well as the arms. Yes, coming all the way back down. Oh, shaking the hips out. Oh, and that's your cobra. Cobra, go, cobra. Thanks for watching.